Hey you, I am super excited about sharing with you, the beautiful Unstoppable Planner, my latest creation. And I wanted to briefly share with you what the pages are on the inside, what they look like, how I use them in hopes that it will spark ways that you can use it as well, and just to make sure that it's going to be a good fit for you. So let's dig in. Okay, so in here we have the first page is our title page. And then we get into the first foundational page, which I like to call the excuses page. And so, we can come up with some excuses on why we can't or won't do something, can't we? Yes. So I like to list, what are my usual excuses? And then how can I combat them? So that when, and not if, when I do start to make those excuses, I can come back here and remind myself to get your butt back into action, girlfriend. Okay. Now the next two pages are the monthly views for the year. This is a tip for you too. Here's how I like to plan my year, or a complete 12 months. And I take that by my big goals, and I usually don't have any more than 5. My big goals, and I say which ones or what can I do on each of these goals by quarter. And so I take each quadrant and say, okay, what am I going to do each quarter to achieve those big goals? And then I say, okay, well, in first quarter, what am I going to do by month to achieve those quarterly goals that's going to get me to my big goals? So that's what these two pages are, the 2-page spread of your monthly view for the month or for the year. And then we get into the next 2 pages would be about your vision and your mission. Now, here's one thing I hear all the time. What's your vision and mission for your business? But what I don't hear a lot are people actually creating visions and missions for their personal lives or for their life overall, which would include their professional lives as well. So these 2 pages I feel like are very, very important because I like to see my vision and mission every day because I want that to be in my head, top of mind every single day. Now, the next set of areas would be, what does your life look like in each one of those areas when it comes to your daily habits? Right? So in breaking down your life, if you were to separate different areas of your life from self, money, health, fun, work, and relationships, what does that look like? Maybe in your relationships, you're a 10, you're a boss, you're killing it, you're rocking your relationships. But maybe on the health side, you're kind of like a 3, right? So the areas that you're lacking in and you want to improve, what are those daily habits you're going to put into place to make sure that you move the needle in those areas of your life? And so creating and writing down those different habits that you're going to start cultivating so that they become true habits that you no longer have to think about, right, in these spaces so that you can see them all the time. And then steps to achievement. What are some things you're going to do to make sure that these daily habits stay on, in top of mind for you all the time? So for instance, say in money, you want to save a percentage of your income or a certain amount of income every month. What's one step to achievement? Well, to make sure you put that money into a savings account on autopilot, right? Not waiting on you to do it manually because it may not ever get done. So going to the bank or going online and setting it up so that that money gets moved over to your account on an automatic basis. So that's a step to achievement in the money area. So think about that. What habits are you going to create in these areas so that you can achieve those big goals, right? Because it's not really about the big goals anymore, right? It's about what you're doing on a daily basis that's going to eventually get you to your goals. All right. And then remember when I told you I usually don't have any more than 5 big goals a year, right? To break all those down. You can use this bucket list page to kind of write down your goals as well. Or another way I use this is, for this year, what are some things that I want to do that scares the heck out of me, right? And one of them is hot air balloons. So I got that up at top, number 1 for me. But you can use this page however you want. What are you going to do in the next 12 months? What are some of those things? Put them here. And each of the tabs are full page tabs, so you can actually use these for additional coloring, sketches, all types of stuff you can do here. And then we have a monthly quote every month. And then we get to the 2-page monthly spread. I love focus words. What am I going to focus on this month? So I write my focus word up there. Now, the objectives area, this is where you copy whatever you said you were going to do for January back on the 12-month 2-page spread. You put those here. Those are your objectives for this month, or anything else that you can come up with is going to help you achieve your goals. And then we come over to the weekly spread. Well, we have those objectives for the month. How are we going to break that down by week? Well, I'm going to take 2 of those objectives and complete them week 1. And then what am I going to do week 2, week 3, week 4, that type of thing. Then of those weekly goals, what am I going to do each day to make sure I achieve those goals? And then at the end of the week, you have a meter. How well did you do? Hopefully you have a whole bunch more killed it's than you do getting there. Maybe eventually you start off that way, but yeah, we want to start killing it every week. All right. So that's the weekly view. And then at the end of the weekly view, we have an ideas and inspirations page. Basically, you can keep this as a notes page or what have you. But monthly review, I love to say what worked well, what didn't, what can I do next month to move the needle in my life. Okay. And so that's every month. Now what I want to do is go to the back. It's only a few more pages I want to show you. So we have a couple of free flow pages. So you have some of those note pages here. And then we have 4 pages, what I like to call vision pages. So the phrase on here says, whatever is contained on this page is. I'm a huge proponent of manifestation methods and visualization techniques. So you can use these pages to do whatever you want. I know some people doodle on them. So I actually use them as mini vision boards. So I put paste images and words and all that good stuff for different areas of my life so that I have my vision boards with me all the time. And then you have a couple of sticker pages. All right. And lastly, on the back cover, we have a diagonal corner pocket that you can store notes, cards, and other stickers, anything else that you would need to keep with you as you go about your day. All right, and that is it for the Unstoppable Planner. All right, so that's an overview of ways that I actually plan my life and how this planner that I created works for me in that way, and hopefully it can work for you as well. So if it is a good fit for you, go ahead and put your order in. Go to uncommonchick.com and you'll find it, the Unstoppable Planner. And remember, it's undated, so you can start any time of the year, whatever your planning process is like. I know some people use July through June or something along those lines. And so if you don't start in January, you can start in February, you can start in March, you can start whenever. It's up to you. So you don't have to worry about starting just at the beginning of the year. So whenever you're watching this, know that you can get the Unstoppable Planner.